Hello everyone, welcome to TGIF where we unwrap the latest and greatest every Friday. Today we are diving into a fascinating topic which impacts all of us in the digital age. Traditional identity systems rely on a centralized authority, like a big giant key masters. And what we are looking at is there is a lot of risk involved in it if it gets hacked. And today we are looking at how we can solve for it, which is through Microsoft Entra Verified ID. To shed some light on this topic, I would like to invite Principal Product Manager Rohit Gulati. Thank you, Rohit, for joining us today.
Thank you, Pallavi, for inviting me to TGIF.
Wonderful. Rohit, while you're here, we would like to start with what is Entra Verified ID?
Great. So, Entra Verified ID is Microsoft's offering in the decentralized identity space. This term, verifiable credential, is now gaining a lot of traction. Think of Verified ID as a managed offering from Microsoft Entra platform, one of the 8 products in the Entra space, where an entity can be an issuer or verifier or both for issuing and verifiable credentials. So verified ID is that offering from Entra platform.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's very interesting as well. Uh, that brings me to the next question, where we would like to understand what are some of the common use cases that you see around this.
Great. Yeah. So as I said, it's a verifiable credential offering. So what does it really mean? It allows a organization or an application to get attributes about a subject which are not in the directory. So when you
Yes.
think about use cases, think of such kind of patterns where, hey, I'm hiring someone, and when I'm hiring someone, the common problem I see is somebody sits for an interview and somebody comes to office on day one. So how do I fix that gap? This is
Verify
think
that,
of
yes.
yeah, think of it like a pre-hire scenario, right? So onboarding is one common pattern where we are seeing a lot of customers using verified ID, new hire, rehire, contractor onboarding, guest onboarding, and shift workers, like people move,
Okay.
people use a common ID. How do you know it is Rohit at Microsoft.com and not Donald Duck who is say, coming to your system as a B2B guest?
Yes. Yes.
Right, so that is one pattern. The other
That's
pattern
right.
where you see this getting used is granular attestation. Like when Rohit was given access to an application, and it is a data science application, is he the right data scientist? Is he 25 and above? Is he a citizen of India or UK? So bring in those kind of
Yes.
patterns where you need to check for attributes outside. And a very common use case that we are seeing now is when somebody calls up at the help desk. How do you
Mhm.
know the caller is the right caller? Today, the help desk
Exactly.
technician would say, tell me your employee ID, and then there is this verbal handshake. So,
Yes.
verified ID can bring in that attestation for these kind of cases as well.
Okay.
And I see a lot of consumers also use consumer applications like loyalty programs,
Okay.
tickets, event signups. There too, verified ID can be of use.
That's awesome. I think you covered a lot of use cases which can trigger ideas for organizations and customers who are listening to this. Also, I've heard about face check feature. And that sounds really interesting for me. Can you throw some light, and as well, if you have some demo, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, sure. So FaceCheck is a recent addition to the verified ID product stream. FaceCheck uses Azure Vision AI service. So when Rohit is presenting this credential, this phone could be with Rohit's partner as well. How do you know
Yes,
it is the
that's right.
right person presenting the credential? So FaceCheck is, think of it like a step up when a user presenting is also prompted for a selfie and liveness check. And
Awesome.
at the time of presentation, you're not passing the photo, but you're
Mhm.
passing the confidence score to the application. So let's see it in actions. I'm going to share my
Yes, sure.
screen
That would be
and show
wonderful.
a demo around it. So let
Okay.
me bring up my screen share. The first thing I will show is a quick model, like you could bring this service by just one click of a button. And when I am on the Entra Blade, I'm on the verified ID stack. All I do is just click on get started. and it brings up this service in 30 seconds. This is what we call as quick config. It checks whether you are an M365 tenant or not with custom domain verified. If yes,
Okay.
the service is up. And as a user, you could then make sure I can go to myaccount.microsoft.com and issue myself a credential. Why I'm showing this demo? Because face check means it needs to do a live selfie and compare it
That's
against
right.
a base photo. This
That's
verified
right.
employee could be one of the source photos for verification. As a user, I can come to myaccount.microsoft.com and accept a verified employee credential. You can see on my authenticator app, there is a blue card. As a user, I can scan and accept this. When I look at this blue card, it has my Microsoft attestation issued to me in the form of verified ID with my photo. Now,
Great.
if I have to, let's say, go to help desk and ask for some help, I could just uh, let's say go to this help desk website and say I do have my verified employee. I can just scan this QR code.
Awesome.
It picks up my verified employee credential that I have in my wallet, and I'm taking a live selfie. It is capturing the liveness as well on the photo, collecting the mesh points. And
Okay.
once it is able to capture that metadata, you can see it's finalizing. It says the image will be deleted. And when I click on share, the application should take my credential, take my Face ID, and come back with a score, which is very different from Face
Okay.
ID. When you do a Face ID on iPhone, you don't get to know what is the confidence score. Here, you get to see the confidence score, and
That's right.
applications can also take that payload and maybe send it to Teams or any service desk solution. So you can build these kind of automations to uh, do a complete help desk process. Uh,
Yes, that's
from
right. That's
from
awesome.
engine, yeah, and from engineering, what we have done, we have created all these as samples. So it's not like you have to do everything right from scratch. Use face check, use the samples, and you can connect it to your help desk solution.
Awesome. I think the stage has already been set, and customers just have to leverage these, solutions that you have already built and published in GitHub.
Yeah, and it's very intuitive. So do reach out if you're interested to know more. It's a plug and play REST API based call, so you can easily integrate it with your apps as well.
Thanks a lot, Rohit. That was a wonderful demo on Microsoft Entra Verified ID. With that, I would like to close with a thought that this is not Microsoft Entra Verified ID is not just about credentials, but it is also about how we are empowering individuals and organization to preserve their digital identity. With that, stay secure and stay curious as we explore new technologies every Friday. Thank you.